Now, here are some of the disputed calls at the plate. The Cardinals group ticketing programs are not part of Cardinals Care or funded by their foundation like their other programs, but they do represent it that way in the case. Is there ambiguity as to which set of rules CLU was supposed to follow? And what was in that contract that they signed? According to contract law, a contract is binding if, first, parties have reached an agreement through offer and acceptance, and second, if promises or things of value have been exchanged. Did that happen in this transaction? 6 months after the charges were filed, CLU filed for a name change with the Missouri Secretary of State. Why would they do that if they had nothing to hide? And their 2014 990 was also filed 6 months after the complaint, and none of their reported income from the Cardinals ticket sales matches the numbers in the case. Who's on first? What's on second? And now we enter the 7th inning stretch as we await trial. Was the contract clear or ambiguous? Was this supposed miscommunication on CLU or on the Cardinals? Is CLU a trustworthy nonprofit? Moving beyond the ballpark here, the bigger question is, even if CLU wasn't technically breaking any laws, they aren't very transparent and aren't inspiring our trust. What can us fellow nonprofit leaders glean from this morality lesson so that we don't strike out like CLU? First, clarify your mission. Have a concise and driven mission statement and a clear understanding of who you serve. Next, put your organization's details on the website, not just the Wikipedia page. If you have an interesting history or cool programs, tell us about them. But make sure you talk accurately about those programs. Don't lie about how much you do. Give us some photos and testimonials of youth who have benefited from your programs. Give us some success stories. Next, show us your financials. If you've done your accounting properly, you don't need to hide anything. Get your financials audited yearly, or at least once after a scandal, so that you can say you did that on your 990 and improve trust in your organization. Read and understand disclosure laws. Your CFO's email address should go to a real person, not a bounce back. And when a member of the public asks for your governing documents, you should produce them, or at least respond. Making these documents readily available increases trust in your organization and in the sector. Next, don't change your name right after a scandal. It just looks shady. Then, diversify and empower your board. Recruit board members that are independent and don't have familial or financial connections to your organization. If you have enough people supporting your nonprofit, you won't have to switch roles every time you file an annual report. Ensure that you have enough well-informed and independent members to vote to approve loans to officers. Read contracts carefully. Be sure what you are signing is the program that you thought it was. Scour the contract for obligatory language and to be sure you know what you are committing to. And lastly, lead by example. Lead your organization with core values. Courage, teamwork, loyalty, and integrity are good ones to consider. These are all values that we learn in baseball. So if that's your mission, let's see those shine through. If you can inspire trust in your organization and how you run it, others will follow. If you build it, they will come. This is how we build trust together. Communication, transparency, and careful accounting. These powers combined, together we can hit a home run.
Created using Powtoon.